So cool.
This December, we decided to try and bike the entirety of 30A in a day. A once unbelievably remote and pristine part of the Florida Panhandle, now turned retiree and tourist super destination.
One of the neighbors feeds a bunch of stray cats right over here in Gumbo.
That guy's pretty good. Oh, it's short.
So is 30A as beautiful as they say, or has it been ruined by its current inhabitants? Are there adventures to be had in this neck of the woods, even for people that don't like to sit at the beach all day? Will you spend too much time bird watching in Grayton Beach and end up being 2 hours late to your mom's neighborhood potluck that she sort of told you about but didn't really make explicitly clear that she wanted you to come in the first place? Well, there's one way to find out. Our adventure starts here in Santa Rosa Beach at the intersection of 98 and Highway 30A. Have a small bladder? Fear not. There are scenic bathrooms scattered all throughout this scenic highway. A nice 41-degree day down in the Panhandle. You'll encounter a few road crossings like this one while venturing down 30A's bike path. Just make sure to look both ways before crossing, unless you want to get hit by a 16-year-old driving an F-350. Don't be surprised if the bike lane suddenly peters out into a more sidewalk-ish situation. It'll pick back up.
On your left.
Many a good time's had at the local catch. Now you know.
On your left.
A short hill climb welcomes you into the town of Blue Mountain Beach. Somewhat incredibly, this is the highest point in all of the Panhandle.
Yeah, it is.
I personally enjoy hopping off the main bike path as frequently as possible when I'm headed down the 30A bike path. Ideally, your path looks a little less like this and more like this.
Nice car.
Maybe one day I'll get to go Uberell full time.
Take your time. All right. Are we good?
That bird's so pretty.
Nice. Classic. Thanks for stopping.
Did I mention you should look both ways before crossing 30A? You know you'll have reached Seaside when you feel like you've been teleported into an entirely different planet. In the southeast, Seaside is the epicenter of all things spring break, bachelorette parties, and summer vacation. It's not entirely uncommon for the beaches to look a little something like this. Even at 10 a.m. on a Wednesday in the middle of December, it's still starting to fill up already.
But you keep that.
Yeah, that's true.
They're making that series.
If you enjoyed the first half of the ride, be prepared, because the eastern half of 30A is essentially the exact opposite.
Oh, on your left. On your left. You're good. On your left. Thank you. On your left. Take your time, take your time.
To all my pavement adverse homies, fear not, there is some pretty delightful swampy single track on the northern side of 30A that looks a little something like this. I recommend starting here at the Longleaf Trailhead.
That's cool. Yeah.
Once your surroundings become so manicured that they border on feeling dystopian, you'll know you've reached Alice Beach.
Whoa, look at that big rig. What the f?
I'm not saying certain parts of Alice Beach don't look really cool. I'm just more surprised what it's doing here and that it's even possible that a schmuck like me can just come in on my bike.
Whoa! What the hell is that? What is happening?
After leaving Seaside, the eastern half of 30A's bike path is a little bit more sidewalk than bike path. Still better than nothing, but as you approach Rosemary Beach, this is a pretty awesome time to take some of those detours I was suggesting and check out some of the gorgeous back roads.
So cool. You know, we've made it back to 98 when there's car parts on the side of the road.
.30A, the highway, does technically pick back up as you get closer to Panama City Beach again, but 30A, the brand, sort of ends at Inlet Beach. After stopping for a bite to eat in Rosemary Beach, we went on the hunt for a cup of joe to power our return leg.
Like your.
Oh yeah, wow. Great.
Let's see. I think we're walking around on this one. It's kind of tempting to go ride the path.
Back in Seaside again, and as much as I was ragging on this place before, it doesn't take long to recognize why it maintains to be such a popular destination. Our last detour before hightailing it home is Grayton Beach, which is definitely pretty nostalgic for me because I used to meet my grandparents down here for summer vacation. On top of that, it's one of the few towns that's managed to maintain its original rustic charm along 30A.
That doesn't work.
He doesn't give a f. Would you slow down? Look at her.
Getting loose for the last leg of the race. We've got around 12 minutes till the sun sets and 40 minutes to our car. At least we brought one headlamp.
Candies, where are you?
To be clear, this ride can definitely be done in probably 3 hours less than we took, but when you stop and take photos every 9 seconds, it delays arrival time. Even though I've presented you some of 30A's more unflattering angles, it's impossible to deny no amount of Floridian tomfoolery can mess something this cool up.
Oh, it's so cute.
Like anywhere, if you come to 30A looking to have a bad time, then you'll probably have a bad time. But if you put just a little bit of work in, there's plenty of fun to be had here. If anything, not even that much work. You really don't have to put in much at all to have a good time at 30A. Thanks so much for watching, and if you like this video, I've already got a few more just like it in the works. So see you next time.